The Nigerian Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress have suspended Monday's nationwide strike following agreements reached with the federal government. Parts of the agreements reached include the reversal of the new electricity tariff for a period of 2 weeks, pending the outcome of a technical committee meeting. The committee is to look at the new tariff regime and metering, among other considerations.
2 weeks, the discourse shall suspend the application of the cost-reflective electricity tariff adjustment earlier on announced for 1st September. The meeting also resolved that the following issues of concern to Labour should be treated as standalone items. One is the 10% stake of government, 40%. The 40% stake of government in the discourse, and the stake of workers to be reflected in the composition of the disco boards.
Communique issued and read by Labour and Employment Minister Chris Ngige. Both sides agreed that another steering committee be set up on petroleum downstream to ensure the nation reduces importation by fixing existing refineries.
To cushion the impact of the downstream sector deregulation and tariff adjustments in the power sector, the federal government will implement the following. 1, specific amount to be unveiled by the federal government in 2 weeks' time and will be isolated from the Economic Sustainability Program, ESP, Intervention Fund, and be assessed by Nigerian workers with subsequent provision for 240,000 of them benefiting under the auspices of NLC and TUC.
I would like to thank Labour for what we have achieved today. It wasn't easy for them. I could see it. It was very, very painful. You can see that's why it took us this long to get to this point. But I believe that because of their interest in Nigeria, because of their patriotism, they were able to bend over backwards to contain the decisions and the conclusions that we arrived at today.
Organised Labour was quick to point out that it is only a suspension of the strike action for 2 weeks and warned that no further notice will be given for further action if agreements reached are breached.
And also address issues of industrial relations, socio-economic issues that will always arise in the place of work, and also addressing issues of development. So on that note, let me thank all members of our team for the commitment and also for bringing an end to this process.
Till the next 2 weeks, when all agreements here shall be followed up. And what that means is that if the agreement is not being followed up as agreed here, we may not need another notice before we proceed on strike. So it's a suspension, it's not call off of strike.
The meeting is the third since Organised Labour threatened to embark on a strike over increase in petrol pump price and electricity tariff.